just one day. As much as people think about their whole life, if they can go back and think about each day, what happened in that day? What difference did you make in that day? How was your day? The final words will be, this was a day in a life.
So surely make way for me, cause today is my day. Let me hit it for 'em. Yeah, it's one day, haha, it's one day. By the hook or by the crook, I'll be leading out the way. Mark my words and what I say, I'll be there just one day. Cause I'm never here to play, so today is that day. It's one day, it's one day. By the hook or by the crook, I'll be
Fate is another day in a life, you know. It's been how many months now? 9, 5, 6. Yeah, we started in Cape Town, went to Zim. Now we're back in Cape Town, you know. Finally, we managed to get a girl in Fit, you know, one of the finest, you know. She's the best, you know, when it comes to the under 18s in the country, you know. But it's not for me to say, you know. It's for you to see through this documentary, you know. It's early in the morning, Fit, to 7 o'clock in Fit, you know. 7 a.m. Fit, we're hustling for this day in a life, you know. We're about to wake up, who are some Fit. So let's get in Fit, she's still awake in Fit, you know. Hello. Hello, Sisi. Yere, uvuka late, yeah?
My name is Asamgele Nongwendu. I'm 18 years old. I'm in grade 11.
She's a street girl, Fetu, man. That's what I can say. She was never a gangster, you know. She was never a gangster, but on the court, she's a hardcore gangster, Fetu.
I play basketball because it keeps me out of trouble and it keeps my time, and I don't have to run around the streets and doing nothing. At least I have something to do.
We've got nothing to do in the hood. As I told you, there's guns, there's beers, there's drugs. But with basketball, we become safe here, you know. You don't have nothing to do at home, you just come here and just ball, you know. And then everybody who sees you out there, you become a role model, you become a mentor.
Hi, my name is Asamgele Nongwendu, and this is a day in my life.
It's one day, haha, it's one day.
It's a day in a life.
By the hook or by the crook, I'll be leading out the way. Mark my words and what I say.
You must be crazy to know what the outlaw is.
It's happening, brah! For the first time in the lifetime of Hoops to Hope, we've got Zim, South Africa in one place, brah. This is crazy. The boy who's holding this camera is coming all the way from Zim. Yeah!
I first met Lala in 2010 while I was volunteering for an NGO called Hoops for Hope. Although we came from very different backgrounds, we connected right away through the passion we share for basketball. It is because of this connection I made through Hoops for Hope that I was able to make this film.
Yo, what are you up to?
Just walking my kids to school and Kylie too.
Yeah, okay.
I was taken aback by the love I was shown anytime I stepped foot in the townships. But this story isn't about me. It's about hoops and how it provides hope. Hoops for Hope was started back in 1995 by this young man from New York named Mark Crandall.
I think this is pretty much everything that we believe in. You've got believe, you've got leadership, you've got skills, you've got smile, you've got talking, you've got fairness, motivation, you've got Zimbabwe, you've got South Africa, creating freedom through sport. That's really our motto.
It began as a small basketball clinic in the townships surrounding Cape Town, to becoming one of the top providers of HIV awareness and life skills in South Africa and in Zimbabwe, reaching over 10,000 kids, using basketball as a vehicle to teach the life skills. Lala, being considered one of the top coaches Hoops for Hope had to offer, was appointed as the manager, in charge of training other coaches on how to get through to the kids.
Wrist, back! Danger! 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 Trouble! Let us be spontaneous, eh? If I say danger, you must very quick change your answer and give me another one. Because you are so beautiful, so smart. What else?
Yo, Lindile Ketelo, Mtina Unokwindlu Kablu Khuluma Lamba Dayendle. That's my trouble name, you know. Before I was involved with Hoops for Hope, you know, I fell in love with basketball. Back in Kailicha.
Back in Kailicha, Lala lives with about 2 million neighbors in the second largest township in South Africa. On this day, Lala invited me back to his place.
Where are we going right now? Where are we?
Obvious, going to my crib, eh?
Where?
We are in Harare, bro, not Zimbabwe. This is South Africa, Kailicha 7784.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome to my crib.
There you go.
This is my crib, son.
There you go.
Bunza. Get it right there. 7784. Kasilam. This is my hood. Yeah. Check how I open my door, bro. Please don't show no one to America and come and rob my house. This is how you do this shit. This is the safest place you can be on earth. Telling you. You tell me crime is high in South Africa? That's bull. Bull, my friend. That's bull.
Welcome to the dungeon. This is where all the trouble starts.
Yeah.
My friend, you look here. We are proud. South Africa for life, my friend. Zanti, represent.
They will throw it. No sir, I plan to have a chauffeur, and it seems to me this chopping crack is really going nowhere. Therefore, they call me. I infect you with the real. The dusty people, I say hectic. I spit so sick. I skid out.
My door, bro. Please don't show no one to America and come and rob my house. And rob my house. And rob my house. Rob my house. Around 5 in the morning, it was a misty morning. Dark, you know. I heard someone pushing my door. When I opened my door, the only thing I saw was the light, a bright light, you know, more like a torch and a gun in my face.
They come in while Lala was sleeping. They come in and then they put a gun in his hair.
And they were telling me stories to make me scared, as to someone send them to come and kill me.
And then I told them, this time it's enough because I will lose my son.
At that point in time, that's the time where you had to pray. You had to pray. And as much as you're not the believer, you gotta ask God, you know, to take out his hand, you know, and save you, and save you, and save you.
After staying in touch with Lala over the past year, in October of 2011, I went back to South Africa with a new camera and a new idea. Showcase a regular day in the lives of top young basketball players from South Africa and Zimbabwe. But first, let's spend a day with Coach Lala.
From Uganda. People that's proud to represent where they from.
Now we live here. We have a shack in the back, and then the shack is safe.
The land of the original man is black and beautiful. I love the way I'm from Africa. Well, ghettos is ghetto, but all my ghetto children still smile without a dime. Mama Africa, I let my ancestors' presence be felt when I scream all power to the people. I represent one out of many that made it, so when I said it, understand it's for my people to get it. The Zion train.
Lala built a new shack behind his mama's house. It appeared to look a lot like his old shack. And Lala, well, he was still the same guy.
Do I wear these ones or do I wear the red ones? Huh?
Which are the others?
These ones are the red ones. First day must. Fuck! Look at my muscles. I've got muscles, eh? Check, man. Just say, there's the coach right there.
What?
There's the coach right there. There's the good coach. That's me.
Yeah.
Morning, you know. Getting ready. Going to these coaching clinics. Being run by the government. Yeah, man. Hope it's gonna be a good day. Yeah, this is our first major day, you know. We had good times, you know. If you follow our life, you know, you go to our blog. What have you done to my donor? Here we go. Safety is the key. Safety is the key. Yeah, man, we're rolling. Oh, that's like 7:30. We're out of here. Have you met my dog? This is my dog, Bully. This is a big boy, you know. Keep us safe. He's keeping the house safe, you know. Right. Going to University of the Western Cape. To run these coaching clinics. Hope we're gonna have fun, you know. We will never say it's a last minute thing, as much as we were told yesterday. But life over here works day by day, you know. Every second counts. Every second counts.
This would be the first time Lala coached since being robbed and leaving Hoops for Hope.
They started to clean my crap, you know, like take everything I had. They robbed my identity. They robbed my ego. They robbed my passion, you know. They robbed me, you know. I mean, for me, it's been like 3 years or 2 years without doing any sort of stuff like this, you know, ever since I left Hopes, you know, through my reasons, you know. Who cares? I'm here, I'm back. I'm back. All in all, basketball is life. That's what we say, basketball is life, you know. In reality, if you have made a mistake in life, you're not gonna change it, right? Say for example, you went and robbed a house, and then you get caught, and the police say you must go to jail. You're not gonna say, no, I didn't do it, but you were caught there, right? Why are we cheating life now? I mean, you got those guys, you know, through talking, you know, they help people, you know, they heal people, you know, they empower, you know, they motivate, you know. So in life, you feel that that is your calling, that is your calling. Every day. You know, there are days whereby I feel like today I did empower someone, you know, I did make a difference, you know. We're all living in the hard situation. There's tick around, there's cigarettes, you know, there's AIDS. But we are the answer. You are the ones who are gonna change your family's lives. You are the one who's gonna put your community in the map. You are the one. You are the chosen one. And basketball is the way. Basketball is the way. This is the first time, or it might be the last time I see you. Right? But one thing for sure, I know someone is listening there. Someone is going to take these words and use them. 1, 2, 3. Family! I do it for hip-hop. I do it for hip-hop. Come inside, bro. Come inside. Come inside. Meet my people. Meet my people. I'm a pimp, you know. I got cameramen working with me. There's my family, son. There's my family. There's my family. It's happening right here tonight. Tonight. Sure. Are you on to me? Are you on to me? Meet my sister-in-law. Officially, you know? Officially did it. Officially.
There are 5 positions in a basketball game. You have your point guard, usually the shortest player on the team, your shooting guard, your small forward, your power forward, and your center, usually the tallest player on the team. Coach Lala and I decided we'd find one great young player for each position and spend an entire day in their life.
Is a 10 is a life.
Early in the morning, 6 a.m. Shit. This is the first that we're gonna take in a day in a life. We're living a day in a life with Snetemba. Turn a left and then turn a right. Okay. I know this boy back when he was still in primary school. He was still young, you know. And we got to introduce basketball to him, you know. And then he became this good player. He's still young. He's still 16 years old. 2011 in Khayelitsha, in Makazaland. That's where he is. From nowhere.
Yo, this is what I like about waking up early, you know?
Yeah.
Because I finished everything now. I'm just waiting for my time to go to school.
Yo, bro. I mean, maintaining this thing for like 12 years. It's tough, you know, waking up early in the morning, like being a baller most of the times, like every day. What's your routine?
My routine, I go to school, then after school, I do my homeworks if I have them, and then help the little ones if they do have their homeworks, then wash my school uniform, you know, that I wore at that day. Then if there's nothing else I can do in the house, then I go bowling. After that, I come home, then I wash my body, then eat, wash the dishes, read a book or something, then go to sleep.
Ah, you're a white boy, you're reading books before you sleep.
It's what I've always did.
Yeah, no.
So it's in my blood.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. So
that's what they say, you know. The white men keep the secret in the book, knowing that the black man has to read.
Yeah.
You know. So you're gonna be wiser and be smarter.
My name is Netem Mgweto. I'm 16 years old. I play for Future Stars basketball team, and welcome to I Play Post. Welcome to a day in my life.
It's the day in the life.
It was a hustle to get this boy. The best part about it, he's one of the finest in the country. He's also 16. You know, he's versatile. He's got game. You know, he's more passionate. When I see him, I see Dwayne Wade. 6 a.m. It's hard life, you know. We're just gonna go here. I believe Inga is asleep. You know, just gonna creep in and check. Damn. Yo, wakey. Wakey. Hey, wake up. When it comes to expressing himself, he's very humble. I saw you as a young kid. I coached you as a young kid. without knowing nothing about basketball. Today you play for the national team. You are the number 1 point guard in the country. You know, how has basketball affected your life?
Like Kosubin happen, you know, give up opportunities means and then the celeb to Scott say
yeah. You can see he's a baller. He's laying up his head. Why is he? He's holding a basketball. He's down to earth, soft-spoken, not saying much, but he talks through his game. You know, he talks through his talent. This is what we're gonna show you. A day in a life. Inga, aka Dr. Wade.
Hi, I'm Inga. Welcome to my day in my life.
When I first met Lala in 2010, we had joked about going to Zimbabwe together and seeing the Hoops for Hope programs run there. At the time, I'm not sure either of us truly believed that this dream would become a reality. Now, a year and a half later, it was.
I never left my country in my life. Getting to Zim for me was exciting.
What do you think about me and Lala going to Zimbabwe and our trip and everything?
Okay, I will talk with Xhosa.
Yeah, you can talk in Xhosa.
Ndiyavuya kakhulu ba uyoni ehamba nolala esiya eZimbabwe. Ziblessing kakhulu kum loo nto leyo. Akhange ndiyilindele. Andiyazi into nje nenkulu.
The day we were about to leave to Zim, I think it was like 2 hours before our flight to Joburg. My mom got a call. My grandma has passed away, and my mom knew, you know, what my life was all about that time. We had everything planned. We had ticket booked, buses from Joburg to Zim already. We had the tickets. Bags were packed. When she told me, everything stopped. That was the saddest day in my life. Because my grandma was my mom at first. But hey, we made the decision to go to Zim. That I had to go. But in my life, tough money, maybe a tough journey. I won't talk about it, but hey, yeah, it's life. What won't hurt you will make you stronger. I think this will be the call for us to make things happen.
Our call to make things happen became quite difficult as we tried to cross the border to Zimbabwe.
Our flight to Joburg was a hell of a flight, you know. There was turbulence. We thought we were gonna die. Everyone in the flight, you know, thought we were gonna die. And when I look back and what happened, you know, on that day that I decided, you know, when I got the bad news that I'm gonna go to Zim, you know, and leave my family behind, that's when I realized that Africa is very much divided. We had to be sent back, you know, from the Zimbabwean border back to South African border. I thought we were rich, only to find out in Zim they're using US dollars. And we didn't have enough. But yeah, it was a journey. And we missed the pass to Harare. We had to get a hike. You know, a hike. We had to get a hike, you know, or a ride from a random person, you know. But we managed to get 3 good guys.
This car behind me, they came and picked us up, and they've taken us all the way to Harare. 3 loving, giving Zimbabweans, showing us that Zimbabwe love. And I mean, man, it's just a blessing to be here.
Dope shit!
Musuku, Feli Missolina, Fidel Baba la Jeje Foulama.
like I said, I'm excited about you coming over here, Lala, because it's important for people to travel and get exposure. And the good thing about doing that is it allows you to see what you don't have as a person and as a country, and what you do have, so that you can go back and appreciate what you have, work on what you don't have, and that's how we improve ourselves. The world begins where we are born, but it's a wide, wide world out there that we must discover.
And for me, whatever people were telling me about Zimbabwe in South Africa, it's all lies. South Africans, you need to come to Zimbabwe. Africa, you need to come to Zimbabwe. I'm in the ghetto. I'm in DZ.
In DZ, Coach Ngoni coaches the men's and the women's team, as well as the women's national team. On top of all of this, he is the Hoops for Hope director, in charge of running basketball and life skill programs for about 10,000 kids across Zimbabwe.
Just see what he's doing with the ball. We're leaving him to the ball. He can do whatever he wants to do with the ball. And we're saying, go for it, my man.
From young ones to the old ones, it's an entertainment sport. You find that most of the young ones right now spend their time at the courts, and it reduces crime. It's helping to reduce crime in the country, because they come and play and get tired, then they go back home. They would have avoided so many negative things for the country.
Rebound, work hard, work together as a team, sit down together, talk. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1!
Day in a life, day 2, it's over. More to come.
After seeing the love for the game in Zimbabwe, we decided to spend a day with arguably the best player in the country, Tatenda Mature.
I was the one to be rating Zimbabwe's basketball. I would say he's probably the best.
Who's your best player and why?
Dummy, number 6 from Raiders. He works hard off and on the ball. He's everywhere. He's the perfect all-rounder.
A day in a life with Tatenda Mature, one of the finest. He's the dream future for Zimbabwean basketball.
It's a day in the life.
Did you steal this car?
Yes, I did. No, it's my mom's car.
Uh-huh.
Refusing to start.
Okay.
So we have to do something so that it...
Since I've observed no one can dunk like him in our country. I've seen him dunk, I've seen him dunk on people. There's this dunk, they call it the windmill. Yeah, there's the windmill.
We have a big game against the varsity, and the varsity are always that team that is always dying to beat the Raiders.
Today was more than just a regular day for Tatenda. He had a playoff game coming up and felt pressure to perform well, as this was one of the only chances he's ever had to play in front of a video camera.
My name is Tatenda Mature, aka Dummy. Welcome to the day of my life.
After spending about a month in Zimbabwe, it was time for Lala to go home and put a stone on his grandmother's grave.
I know it's gonna be tough for me going back there, because I still have to go to the graveyard, It's been great to be on this dog, but it's time for me to live. Day in a life, we're living that day.
So it was up to me to do what we thought would be the final day in a life, with the starting center for the under-16 national team, Francisca Sekete.
is the day in a life.
Although school is out for the summer, Francisca still gets up early to put in work on the court.
Morning to you, man. Morning to your love.
That morning, bright and early, Titenda shows up to work out with Francisca.
What's your relation with her?
She's my best friend. My best friend and my teammate. Morning, my darling. She's a friend of mine and my best friend. Yeah. Morning, Francisca.
How are you, Dummy?
I'm okay.
Before Francisca can join Dummy on the court, she must do her chores, which are usually reserved for the woman of the house.
The sleeping giant, science, art is your creation. I dreamt that we could visit old Kemet. Your history is too complex and rigid for some Western critics. They want the whole subject diminished, but Africa's the origin of all the world's religions. We praise bridges that carried us over the battle.
I'm lucky because the basketball court is just close by my home.
Is it your second home?
No, this is my fifth home because this is my dream.
Africa must wake up, the sleeping sons of Jacob, for what tomorrow may bring. May a better day come. Yesterday we were kings. Can you tell me, young ones, who are we today? Yeah, now. Well, Africa must wake up, the sleeping sons of Jacob, for what tomorrow may bring. May a better day come. Yesterday we were kings. Can you tell me, young ones, who are we today? Now can we all pray, each in his own way, teaching and learning, we can work it out. We'll have a warm bed, we'll have some warm bread.
Welcome to the day of my life.
We can work it out. Mother Nature feeds all, in famine and drought. Tell those selfish in ways not to share us out. What's a tree without root, lion without root, a lie without...
After spending about 2.5 months in Africa, I had run out of money and had to leave the continent. 5 months later, I returned to Khayelitsha to once again stay with Lala and finish the film. When I got there, he introduced me to one of the top female ballers in all of South Africa, Asa.
It's a day in a life.
It was another day in your life, you know. It's been how many months now? 9, 5, 6, you know. Yeah, we started in Cape Town, went to Zim. Now we're back in Cape Town, you know.
Oh, hi, my name is Asam Kelelongwendi, and this is a day in my life.
Words unspoken will be lost in the shuffle and left to chase every muscle when it's love today.
I walk for, I think, 40 minutes to school. I've never kind of like used transport to school. I've always walked. And walking.
Waking up and living someone's life is a hard thing, you know. And the boy, damn, I can't live his life, bruh. I can't live his life. It's like 30 minutes earlier. Everything's like 30 minutes earlier, which shows he's got discipline, you know. You know, you as a sportman, as a baller, you need to have those disciplines, you know. Wake up early in the morning, you do your chores. Yo, we just met the headmaster, just to ask him to get access of shooting in the school. And we got it. I'm gonna take you inside now. Those tables are gonna decide their lives. What are they gonna pass or fail? It's do or die. You know, you make or you break in that chair.
Since it's exam time, there's no teacher around. The kids are left to study at their own pace. Lala takes this as an opportunity to do what he does best.
Right? As a basketball player, and at the same time, how basketball affects life. Some of us are so privileged, I find that some of us, yabo, we've got our time animal, whereby you don't need to go to school. The business is there, it's running. Some of us live the hard life, like me, yabo, like me. We live the hard life,
Do you like to sit away from your friends?
Nah, I don't have any friends at school, you know. I've got one friend, you know. In fact, I don't have friends except my basketball teammates, you know. I believe friends could make you to learn from many things, you know, especially at school. I don't like friends at school. Yeah, I'm focusing on school and basketball to get me away from bad things, you know, like the violent things, like the stupid things out there. And I won't rest until I get there, until I feel, you know, until I experience that feeling, you know, of being important. Yeah, that's what I want. What I want most. I want to.
This is the privilege I was talking about. You know, we've got a whole lot of sporting codes happening here. We've got basketball, we've got soccer, we've got cricket, softball, swimming, athletics, you name them, you know. But for me, basketball is the best, you know. Basketball is the best. It's the best thing that's ever happened, you know. And then we study about life work, right? As compared to the past years.
Like past years, coach, lokishini, lokukho into ze-gangs and stuff. Yeah, and bendivuka nje esikolweni. Yeah, and then xa ndibuya zincwadi, then ndihamba ndiyoshuta ndidlale. Yeah. And then apha ke wakho utshintsho olukhulu, coach. Ngoku like the studies and stuff.
You're skipping class for basketball right now.
No, I'm gonna catch up later.
Like the water from the tap comes late evening, maybe 11 p.m. and then goes back at 5 a.m. When the water comes back, like the time it comes, we pour it into the bottles and then we keep it till maybe 1 a.m. because that's when the water like comes out in your mouth.
Never tell sick. May find your way. Yeah. Believe in beautiful people. May find your way. Never your sick.
Before I played basketball, I used to be in the streets and I didn't have anything to do. Now that I'm playing basketball, at least I have something to do every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I know I must be at practice at 4 and I can't be late. I have to be there. Basketball has really changed my life, and my family now sees me as a sport girl, and everyone knows me as the basketball girl, and I like that. I don't want to rely only in basketball. I don't want to play basketball only. I want to have my degrees, and I'm gonna focus on my school first and then basketball.
Carrie, I like her so much.
You like her?
Yeah, she seems nice. And I also like planets, our solar system. It's a really nice thing. I like looking at it like at night because I would like to study something that has to do with that. Yeah.
Now, besides basketball, I work at a sugar refinery. I work 8 hours a day. And looking back to what I get like at work, if I had a family, maybe I won't be able to take care of the family because I don't get enough at work.
So the best player in Zimbabwe spends his time off the court working the graveyard shift at a sugar refinery. He told me that he gets paid about $200 a month, which works out to be about $1.25 per hour.
I feel proud of him. And only the problem is that with basketball here in Zimbabwe, it's not being sponsored like football.
Because right now here in Zimbabwe, you get no sponsorship. There's nothing for you maybe to be a better player, but just to play for the game because it's there. After work, I'll go for my basketball practice, basketball sessions. You know, night will be falling at that time. So then I don't have time to hang around with friends, even my own friends, my personal friends. If it wasn't for basketball, I should have been a bad person right now. but because of the love and passion of the sport. And I think basketball, it's my drug and my beer.
Now I'm in my hood, man.
Or come to my house.
At the time, his house, along with the rest of the community, has no power. So even if there was food in the fridge, it wouldn't stay cold.
There's nothing in it.
You take us in.
There's nothing in it. Just water and vegetables.
Can't afford, even if you can afford, you can get food. Even if you're a visitor like me, you know. So nice.
I want to be somebody in life, somebody important, somebody who is helpful to the country, somebody who's doing something to the benefit of the others, I want to be somebody who gives back to the community, because the background I come from, I don't want to see any other in my age or younger than me, or even older. I don't want to see anybody, growing up like that, I want to improve this country, I want to make it better.
Do you think Hoops for Hope taught you that?
Yeah, well, I think so, because I've been with Hoops for more than 7 years, So those lessons, those lessons were being taught each and every year, I thought I might as well go with them, because they've got a positive message.
What's the hardest challenge we have faced in life, bro? The hardest challenge?
Using the coach.
The hardest thing that ever happened to your life, bro?
Sure. About food, coach.
Sorry, guys, man. We need to send these guys out, We're talking about personal stuff now, eh? Yeah.
Like coach, so like baby boost up, spirit circle and stuff.
Can you be specific exactly? This person that has passed away.
My family member, coach.
A family member.
My tapswam, yeah.
It's your auntie.
Yeah, and no put bound way too.
And your uncles. And the way your backbones, your supporting system.
Yes, coach.
Alright. I'm very sorry for that, bro.
No, it's not, coach.
That's how life brings the best out of you, bro. Giving you all those hard challenges. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. It's always gonna be tough, right? It takes a very smart and intellectual person, to overcome all those challenges, How did you deal with your loss, Yako? Like, how did you recover from your Oranje?
Coach, Zanlashi Tem, and I'm playing basketball, yeah. Then the Fuman, Banyaban, coach, like Coach Marcy,
sure.
Coach Tabo, Banyaban, coach.
He will kill you with that slow, easy-going crossover. Right there, man, right there. He's one of the finest in the country. He's down to earth, soft-spoken, not saying much, but he talks through his game. He talks through his talent.
Mission for the truth, cause all I hear is lies, but suspicion isn't proof. So I'm leading my army of youth, marching on your doorstep. Got you up on the roof, we'll have you shaking in your boots like newly recruited troops. But we all about the beats, rhyming and shooting hoops. My groups got no time to be walking in loops. There's only one way to go from here, and straight up, you gotta keep up, cause we ain't got no time to wait up.
I fell in love with basketball because of my uncle. He was a great player. He was the one who coached my school. So he's the one who took me and introduced me to basketball. When he passed away, I was 14 years old. And I could feel there was no one who was going to teach me how to play better. I just felt like I'm no more anybody in life. I thought that my career was over. dealing with the situation, you know, I can't keep on thinking of someone who's already gone. I had to find a coach. I had to find a personal coach. The coach is the club coach where I'm playing right now. I'm going to Gukula. The also director for Zimbabwe. He's the one who took me and then he made me like from where I was to where I am right now. Yeah. He's my hand. He's my leading hand right now.
Ntagita is one of the most promising and the one with the vast potential who's really playing great basketball right now in the country. And we are honored to have such a, you know, as a coach to have such a bunch of basketball players around.
Welcome to my home.
After having some porridge for lunch, Titenda comes over once again for an afternoon workout with Francisca.
Maybe if we go along together, maybe if we practice together, something will come up. Like in my game, there's something that I don't get right. Yeah, maybe she gets it right. So we have to share. Francisca, we're gonna make it to the best.
Yeah,
She's gonna be playing in the WNBA and I'm gonna be playing in the NBA.
That's true. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you.
Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you say sometimes it lasts and loves, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts and loves, but sometimes it hurts instead. You know how the time flies. Only yesterday was the time of our lives. We were born and raised in a summer haze, bound by these.
She's a very, very good friend. She's kind, she's cool, she's funny, all the stuff, yeah. She's a good friend. Anything you want to talk to her, she's available. She's a good person, yeah.
Basketball court.
Wow. Yo, in a basketball court. Damn. Yo, she can make things, yeah? And yo, even if you can see her when she's playing on a court, she's the man of the match, yeah.
Can run away with on.
Inga returned home from school for the long weekend, and it turns out he's a neighbor and childhood friend of Asa.
Yeah, it's kind of boring because there's farm over here and there's gangsters. They know me as the nice person. Yeah, because I play basketball and I like kids. And they've seen me in TV. I mean, they greet me, that's all they do. Sure.
tata wayibeka uinga nangu inga bemshaya pull up shot boom switch asamgele patience precious nongwe fake 1-on-1 la duma hey cheers.
I'm Tabo Marotola. I'm the coach of these two national players. I don't want to say I made them. They make themselves, you know. It's the thing that they love, you know. For them, they think I don't benefit. I do. Because the neighborhood is very rough. There's lots of drugs. There's lots of alcohol. But even for me, I get to be safe, you know. I just come into the court, I work with them, they help me become safe because all my time I spend them with them, you know. I feel proud not just as a coach, you know, but as a community member that these come from these gutters behind me and from this court, you know. We practice in the outdoor, if it rains there's no practice, but they've managed through all those years, you know, with the help of Hoops for Hope. You know, having taught them life skills. Life skills, I would say, life skills are the one that is helping us most. Asa, even now, today, yes, she's young as a player, but she has also coached, you know, within the program. She has been a volunteer of Hoops for Hope for the past 4 or 5 years.
The reason why I started playing basketball, I played basketball through Hoops for Hope. I'm an MVP there. They teach us life skills like how to see if you have HIV, you go to the clinic, they teach us stuff like that, how to prevent HIV. So our jobs as MVPs, we need to go to the primaries and teach the kids there. We must teach them basketball and life skills. You cannot just play basketball, we need to be aware of things around you. Because basketball can be nothing, because if a girl don't know how to protect herself, she can get pregnant and she can stop playing basketball because she was not aware of how to protect herself. A child is the president of tomorrow. If you teach a child now, the thing you taught the kid now is going to stay there forever. And if the one child influences the other, all the children will have the same mentality of a healthy living in South Africa, and that's going to help a lot.
I started at Hoops when I was 11 years old. Then what I got from Hoops is it's a family. It's a place where you can make yourself happy. You know how it is. I came a long way from Hoops. That's all I can say. So if it's $1 million, half of my money, Hoops. That's all I can say.
I thank Hoops for Hope for giving me the best friend that I've ever had. Like if it went for Hoops, I wouldn't have met him, you know.
And basketball to me, it's my lifestyle. It's what I chose in my early age. It got activities like Hoops for Hope. And actually, that's where I grew up, playing basketball, all in the spirit of fun.
Providing this fund has become quite difficult for Hoops for Hope founder Mark Crandall, who's been funding the program through small donations he's collected for the past 17 years from his hometown in East Hamptons, New York.
Keeping the hope alive with crumbs over long term is better than one sandwich that never comes back. The nature of the world right now is that a lot of people need help, and there's a lot of great organizations out there trying to help people. But as we can see from protests, people are having a hard time helping themselves, and it's gotten a lot harder to actually do what we do on the ground. You've seen it because you've gone over there to Zimbabwe to feel it and be part of it, and it exists, but it's hard to sell that magic across on this side. We're reaching a lot of kids on a shoestring model in Zimbabwe. So our safe places that we're inviting kids to come and play every day that need real physical potholes filled. Yeah, they need a gate, they need last month's electricity to be paid, we've got 4 ancient vehicles on the ground, and hopefully 1 or 2 of them are going at a time. It's not fair on our operation there to not have the key things to get this important work done.
This basket was on top of this white car, this white baby. We call her Kiki, the Corolla. Zimbabwe is a small country, so close to 3,000 kilometers. Kiki was carrying this basket the whole time. But she was also seen better years, to be honest. She's getting old, and you may also notice that she doesn't have plate numbers. As you can see, the big tire. This one is really quite scary, very smooth. She needs new shoes. In my view, this is the kind of car we need to have. I hope so, bus. Yellow, exactly like it was when he left America. When we received this bus, to us in Zimbabwe, it was confirmation that, you know what, Hoops for Hope International, Mark Crandall, and everyone from everywhere, from all the four corners of the world that has been supporting us, this was a sign to us that said Hoops for Hope was here to stay. So we didn't see that happen. And when we got out of the office in the afternoon, we discovered that this was shattered, this window was shattered. We need to replace it, just as much as we want to replace the plate numbers on the Corolla. But our priorities list is very long. It's been very difficult. Past 2 years have been some of the most difficult 2 years in our lives and in the life of Hoops for Hope Zimbabwe. And you can imagine when Hoops for Hope catches a cold, we are all coughing. To provide hope, I feel honored. And there's nothing more important in a situation like ours, in a country like ours, where sometimes things don't quite work the way they are supposed to. So to be the one who is providing that ray of light at the end of the tunnel, and to be the one providing hope, is something that I'm really appreciative of. During the crisis, to see the number of kids that came through to our courts every afternoon, and us having to do a bread, banana or peanut butter sandwich for the kids that were spending the whole day maybe on one meal. We are touching well over 136 schools, you know, which is quite a huge number. Our people are excited about the ending of the year because now we are hosting our best of the best basketball tournament.
Back in DZ, the Hoops for Hope team was running programs with a smaller group. Even with no ball, they still find a way to practice.
Give me a test box. Hey, Jim. Hey, Jim. Give me a jump shot.
This is one life skill game they use to teach HIV awareness. One team passes a phone behind their back, and the other team must guess who has the phone. The phone represents having HIV and AIDS.
Who has the phone? Please. Okay, can you raise up your hands? He doesn't have the phone. Okay, Mira, it's okay. He doesn't have. We are relating this game to HIV and AIDS. What are some of the lessons that you may have derived from this game? Honest. Be honest.
If you have a wife, you do not cheat by making another wife outside the house.
Okay. It's all about trust, and you can't trust a person or a girlfriend by just looking at it. One needs to be tested to see if one has HIV or not. And honestly, we need to know our status before we indulge, okay? Do your sport, play your sport every day, come to the basketball courts. For you guys, maybe condomizing will be the best. Maybe you have a girlfriend, but for your ages, it's better to abstain and not to indulge in sexual activities, okay? 1, 2, 3, abstain!
I think if it weren't for basketball, especially hoops for hope, like I wouldn't be who I am today. I was in a neighborhood where the gangsterism and the drugs, the violence, like it was casual. Like it was an ordinary thing, It has happened to me. It has got me. I was once robbed, There were these guys. There were 3. They just came up from nowhere. They all had knives, and there was nothing we could do. They wanted cell phones and money, so we gave them. But hey, I got involved in basketball and the life skills and the 7 tools, all the stuff that were being taught there. I thought, no, that it was nothing, Life goes on. I have bigger things to worry about other than that.
Yeah, I usually play in those shoes, They're not meant to be worn in the basketball court, Like they just for when you've just woke up, they're sleepers. So like they the only shoes I've got, So I use them, in the basketball court. So I'm gonna see. Like it's been long since I wore sneakers in the basketball court. So guess I'm gonna be making major.
This is all like I wanna to be proud of me, So I wanna do something more for her, Something to say thank you, Mom, for being the greatest mom in the world. I'd say.
She was given, and Mama made miracles every Thanksgiving. But now the road got rough, you're alone. You're trying to raise 2 bad kids on your own, and there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. We out of here. You all appreciate it. Don't you know we love you, sweet and dear Mama, please no one above you, sweet. You all appreciate it.
Thanks, bro. Do you have a girlfriend?
Cause through the drama I can always depend on my mama. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, you say the words that can get me back in focus. When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy there's no limit to the things you did. And all my childhood memories are full of all the sweet things you did for me. And even though I act crazy, I gotta thank the Lord that you made me.
I'm gonna focus on my school first and then basketball. If possible, I want to play it professionally. Maybe in Angola or anywhere. I want to play it professionally if that's possible.
Give me 2. Give me 3.
I just want to go to training. The rain is so chilly.
rain eventually stopped, and the guys swept off the court just in time for practice.
The good thing is she also can dribble at that height. She most probably will play a center. And a center that can dribble, a center that can shoot the way she shoots is a cut above.
She's got potential. She's 16 years old and she's gonna be one of the future.
She's a very good young little sister. I would say I would like to see going all the way. Maybe one day play for WNBA.
I always believe she will play better and she most probably will make it to the NBA, to the WNBA.
Francisca is just one hell of a girl who we think will get there someday, just like other people around here, but she's just one of a kind. She's young, she's good, and not to mention she's beautiful. Her future is gonna be big. And I heard she's good at books, education, she's good. So maybe she's gonna be someone, not maybe, she's gonna be someone. That's the way out there. People should know, people out here, we close in like a cage, but then when we get there, we'll get there for real. And she's gonna get there, and I'm gonna get there. Everyone here is gonna get there. That's how we live our dreams. And a day in the life, it's gonna get us there.
We have a big game against the varsity. The varsity are always that team that is always dying to beat the Raiders.
So how do you prepare for a big game?
I psych out, like getting to the venue, listening to music. That's how I prepare for my game. As you know,
the time is now.
One of the craziest players in Zimbabwe. They can't stop me.
Took my heart away from money, I ain't interested in fame, and I pray that never change. Ambition is priceless, it's something that's in your veins, and I put that on my name.
Only hope I had was selling dope. Was on my grind cause times was harder than to sell a float.
When he dunks, hey, something else. Yeah, it's like LeBron James. That's why he puts on number 6.
My favorite player is Dummy.
And you?
It's Dummy.
And you?
Move the ball around as much as possible. Be patient on your offense. Play under control. 1, 2, 3.
I pass, I be the cornerback. Me and Lauren, MMG gon' bring that Warner back.
My ambition. Easy to dream a dream, though it's harder to live. They gon' love me for my ambition. Easy to dream a dream, though it's harder to live. They gon' love me for my ambition. Easy to dream a dream, though it's harder to live. Yeah. They gon' love me for my ambition.
It speaks for itself.
Beautiful music, painting pictures, it be my vision.
My ambition to win, just to get me some ends. Help me pay my little rent, maybe sit in the bins. I saw mama praying as she wait on results. It was hot in the kitchen, can I wait on the porch? My father was missing, Warlord Oliver North. Life was digging me deeper, I kept on coming up short. Breaking so many laws, waking up in the dark. Who cut my power off? It's time to move that powder soft. Not too many options when you coming from the project. Sitting in the trap, now you moving Cindy Lauper. Girls wanna have fun, and a nigga with some change. And I doubt that ever change. Ambition is priceless, that's something that's in your veins. And I doubt that ever change. Ambition is my shit, and I put that on my name. And I doubt that ever change.
For my ambition. Easy to dream a dream, though it's harder to live. They gon' love me for my ambition. Easy to dream a dream, though it's harder to live. They gon' love me for my ambition. the dream, a dream, though it's harder to live. Look, they gon' love me for my ambition.
I told you so.
They got a lot of feelings, but I got that green on my eyes, and that ain't no Donnie Simpson. I retire you niggas, fuck you in your position. They play so them too slippery, niggas can't even kick it. Y'all rambling, talking shit to these bitches. You know you real, you don't say it. You know you real, we gon' feel it. Ralph. Beautiful music, painting pictures, this be my vision. They gon' love me for my ambition. Easy to dream, a dream, though it's harder to live it. Look, they gon' love me for my ambition. Beautiful music, painting pictures, this be my vision. They gon' love me for my ambition.
Now back.
The lights went out, so we're having a break, and they're shooting free throws. And Dummy threw down one nice dunk. How was Dummy's dunk today?
Look, they gon' love me for my ambition. Beautiful music, painting pictures, this be my vision. Well wishes to my opposition. You niggas probably cop a plea before you cop a pistol. I got nothing against them, they got fucking potential. But every nigga who can read gotta get his issue. Subscribe niggas reside where all the lines and killers be. And I ain't spending a minute up in the streets, but I'm limitless mentally. I'm lyrically ZMT, LeBron shit. I was in the 6 after 23. And family gets everything, and money is less important. Long as your mama love you.
With under 20 seconds left in the game, down by 1, the Raiders get the ball into Tatenda's hands with one last chance to win the game. The ball rims out, and despite Tatenda's best efforts to get back and block the shot on defense, it is too little, too late. And it's called as a foul, sealing the victory for varsity. After the tough loss, Tatenda would go home, eat, get some sleep, and get ready to start it all over again tomorrow.
This was the day of my life. And now it's time for me to go to sleep.
They gon' love me for my ambition. Beautiful music, painting pictures, this be my vision. They gon' love me for my ambition.
Fair to get this picture, fair, you know? You doing a documentary without no cash, right? And if you don't have no cash, people will always say you're running on a shoestring budget. But with us, we're running on a shoeless and a stringless and a cashless budget. But we're making this happen, you know. We're just passing Khayelitsha Hospital now. If we get an accident, it's very easy for us. It's very quick, it's very short, you know. It's very close for us to be saved, you know. Right here. Welcome to Khayelitsha, you know. Welcome to a day in my life, you know. I mean, we've been living my life for so many times, you know. We've been living my life for so many times, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. Cape Town is cold. It's winter. I gotta go to bed. On that note, I'm saying to you, on lights, camera, action, This is how we close Day in a Life. It's been a journey. Time is now. Time is now. Day in a Life. Done.
The pain sure came so today. The pain sure came so today. 'Cause it's about love, peace, foundation, and family. Say, hey, it's bigger than you and me. It's about love, peace, foundation, and family. Say, oh.
Can I say something to my girlfriend?
I'm not laughing at this one. I'm not laughing at this one.
The somebody who once stole my heart. It's on her even right now. She's locked it up in her body. I don't have a heart right now. She kept it for me. Like, I love you, babe. I love you, baby. From the bottom of my heart, I always will love you. Yandiva, Yatana, baby. Yava, Yatana, Yan. I always will love you. I love you, baby.
No! That's it! No! No! It's bigger than you and me. It's about love, me.